Hi, I'm Graham. Welcome back to Manvfilm, and this is going to be a review for Indicator number 6, Happy Birthday to Me. Now, I am in a rich vein of horror movies at the moment, especially slasher movies. I just can't get enough of them. It's been a while since I've been this into horror in a while, and I'm just delving into movies that I've never seen before. This is a movie that I picked up about 2 years ago. It sat on my shelf, and I've just finally went, you know what? I'm watching this thing, going to throw it on and see what it has. You know, a couple of things had me in the back burner. You know, it's a slasher movie that I'd never really heard of before, and it had a runtime of about an hour and 50 minutes, just over that, which is pretty long for a slasher movie. And almost instantly, this thing won me over. I was captivated by this story of Virginia, who is part of the 10 best students, the top 10 they call themselves. I know, you know, you think the 10 best students in the school would have a better name for their clique, but you know, they went for the just in your face, we're the top 10. And they kind of hang out together. Some of them don't fit together, but because they're the best, the cream of the cream, they kind of hang together. They go to the bars, they hang out, they live life a little bit dangerously. There's a scene at the start with one of those bridges that opens up where they kind of race and jump over it. And we're introduced to our lead character of Virginia, someone who is kind of new at the school, who has almost instantly went into the top 10, who has this very protective father. Our mother is dead, and very early on you know that she's going to be the heroine, the final girl, the person who's going to be there to the end. And I like this character, which is one of the few things that a lot of slasher movies don't do right. They don't give you a character to get engaged with. It's one of the key things that really sells these slasher movies. If you are engaged, if you want that character to survive, if there is some weight behind the actions that are held towards her. The other thing about the movie that really won me over was the direction, which I thought was fantastic. I loved the little touches. Everything seemed thought out. Lots of nice cuts, lots of nice angles, and the way that the kill scenes were set up were pretty fantastic. You know, not always from point of view shots, but when they were there, they were effective, but it would quite happily show you from the neck down of the assailant, you know, and it's somebody, it's one of those ones where the victim always knows who's about to kill them. They're like, oh, hey, hi. And you know they're just about to die. Now, the cover itself promises 6 of the most bizarre murders you will ever see. Doesn't quite live up to that. You know, one of them is a throat slashing. There's a couple other ones where somebody just gets stabbed in the stomach that isn't particularly nice, but there are some cool deaths in here that I won't spoil for you. There is one with, I may have to give you a little bit of a hint, with a weightlifter. That is just, I've never seen done before. It was truly fantastic. One of those ones that makes you giggle with glee at this, because other than Virginia, the rest of this crew are pretty obnoxious. They're people that I didn't really like as much as I liked Virginia, so I was happy to see them go in these inventive and silly ways. And the movie has more going for it than just your typical slasher. It has a backstory to Virginia, why she wasn't at school for a few years, what has happened in her past, what happened with her mother. It all layers up to create this character, this story, and a really nice subplot of, is it all in Virginia's head? Is she seeing things that isn't there? Is she doing things that she doesn't remember doing? Is it just all a wild dream? And it has playful moments with that, where you're never quite sure whether the character has seen something or whether it's all in her head. And there are some tricks from the filmmakers as well along this. Where I feel that the movie does fall down is the final end of it. I don't know if I bought that 100%, which is a shame, because up to then it was one of the best slashers I'd ever seen, and then took a little bit of a dive because I wasn't sure of that ending at all. Even now talking about it, I want to just explain why I don't like it, but I don't want to spoil it at the same time either. I know this movie is from 1981, but there may still be people who's never seen it before, and I do think that it is a movie that is worth checking out. It's got some fantastic production values. It's not low budget, it is extremely well shot. There is some really nice deft touches by the director, and it's a story that I was really engaged by. I did like it. Happy Birthday to Me is one of the better slasher movies I've seen recently, and I have seen a lot recently. Now, the disc from Indicator, as always, is a packed disc. You get an alternative score on this disc. Now apparently this came out on the 2004 DVD and folk were livid because it wasn't the nice piano based music. It was there, it was more kind of disco centric score that was put in its place that didn't really fit with the movie. But if you are nostalgic for that release, it's there for you to put on. I watched the original release because original is the way it was intended, so that's the way I wanted to check it out. There is an audio commentary by the Hysteria Continues crew. Now I haven't listened to this as yet. This is one thing that I really need to get to more is commentaries. I don't have enough time to really delve into them as much as I should. Some of the ones that I have listened to have been a little bit long-winded, and sometimes you get one that's really concise. So if you've listened to this, I'd love to know your opinion on it. It's got new and improved English subtitles. It's got a trailer, it's got an image gallery. Most of the image gallery is of on-set production shots. You know, so you see the cameras, you see the director and that talking to the actors. And it contains a 24-page booklet that has a nice essay in it, some excerpts of the press book as well, and some really nice images in amongst it as well. It's a pretty decent package for a movie that seems to have been forgotten by time. I'd love to know your opinion on Happy Birthday to Me. If you picked up Indicator Collection edition, I'd love to know your thoughts on it as well. I wish there was more movies with this that was given this kind of like transfer as well, because I thought the transfer was fantastic for this kind of movie. Again, let me know in the comment box your thoughts on the film, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.